If you're looking for a full-size luxury SUV in 2025, then look no further. Here are the 6 best full-size luxury SUVs in 2025, starting with the new 2025 BMW X7. Easily one of the most stylish and agile options available, the luxurious 2025 BMW X7 clocks in at a starting price of $84,675. And whilst that sounds expensive, it's worth every penny. Though it has less cargo space than some of its competitors, such as the Cadillac Escalade and the Jeep Grand Wagoneer, the BMW X7 is undoubtedly a beast on the streets, with 3 different powertrain options. The entry-level X7 Drive 40i features a 375 horsepower turbocharged inline 6-cylinder engine, while the M60 has a twin-turbo V8 that makes 523 horsepower. The most impressive offering is the Alpina XB7, which has a specially tuned version of the 4.4-liter V8 managing to output 630 horsepower. All 3 of these engines are more than enough and offer a shockingly high power output and a smooth drive, with even the base xDrive 40i model going from 0 to 60 in 4.6 seconds, and the V8 can do it in only 3.8 seconds. These incredibly impressive stats actually pair well with the fuel economy, with the xDrive 40i model managing to earn EPA ratings of 21 miles per gallon in the city and 25 on the highway, while the M60i earns ratings of 16 miles per gallon in the city and 21 on the highway, respectively. The interior of the BMW X7 is without question luxury, with the dashboard featuring a massive digital display that includes a 12.3-inch digital cluster and a 14.9-inch touchscreen for the infotainment system. You'll find a luxurious interior with heated front seats, a panoramic sunroof, ambient interior lighting, and even a power-adjustable steering wheel. While the back seats and cargo space are a bit lacking when compared to other vehicles in the same class, the X7 does have impressive cubby storage. Beyond this, you'll find yourself with a Wi-Fi hotspot, BMW's digital key, and even the option to upgrade to a Harman Kardon stereo system. When it comes to standard safety features, the X7 is undoubtedly a solid condenser, with standard blind spot monitoring, lane departure warnings, and even automated emergency braking. If this wasn't enough, there are several other optional and more advanced safety features that made the BMW X7 a solid choice, if not a leader for the class. You'll additionally find yourself well taken care of when it comes to the warranty, with 3 years or 36,000 miles of complimentary maintenance, as well as a standard limited warranty and powertrain warranty for 50,000 miles. With a classic BMW grille design, a sharp and smooth body, and a luxurious cabin, the $84,675 price tag of the 2025 BMW X7 is more than reasonable. Whilst this list is dominated by European brands, Cadillac proudly earns its place with the new 2025 Cadillac Escalade. With an absolutely immaculate exterior, incredible handling, and some seriously revolutionary features, the new Escalade is only brought down slightly by its gas-guzzling nature. Starting at a price of $89,590, the Escalade is powered by a 420-horsepower, 6.2-liter V8 engine that pairs with a 10-speed automatic transmission. Move up to the Escalade V trim and you'll find a supercharged 6.2-liter V8 that outputs an almost unbelievable 682 horsepower. The Escalade ESV goes from 0 to 60 miles per hour in only 5.9 seconds, while the 682 horsepower V manages to almost shoot from 0 to 60 in 4.3 seconds. Of course, these impressive engines suffer slightly in the category of fuel economy, with the standard Escalades only managing a rating of 14 miles per gallon in the city and 19 on the highway, while the V model has a mind-numbingly low 11 miles per gallon in the city and 19 on the highway, respectively. That might sound bad, but don't give up on the Escalade yet. Move to the inside and you'll find one of the most luxurious cabins available, with faux leather used in the base trim while all other trims get the genuine product. Aluminum speaker grills and adjustable ambient lighting tie everything together. But perhaps the most impressive feature is the infotainment system. The main feature, the digital dashboard, is created from 3 curved displays that create an unbelievable 55 inches of digital immersion. The driver's side features the gauge cluster, while the rest of the screen displays the Q infotainment system. Other features include an augmented reality navigation system and an optional rear seat entertainment package with 2 12.6-inch screens. A Wi-Fi hotspot, wireless Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto are all included. If you thought that was where it ended, you'd be wrong. Cadillac uses the highest-tier AKG stereo systems to include a 19-speaker studio sound setup as standard, with an optional 40-speaker system. But what about those revolutionary features? Meet the Cadillac Driver Assist Tech, which includes the Super Cruise hands-free driving mode. Not only this, but you'll find adaptive cruise control, standard automated braking, and standard lane departure warning. Meet the 2025 Mercedes-Benz GL S-Class, a luxury SUV with a first-class cabin for a reasonable $90,350. Any drivers looking for S-Class luxury vehicles with plenty of room will find the 2025 GL S-Class a perfect pick, like a home away from home. With a fingerprint scanner that can be used to pull up a personalized profile for every driver, there's no exaggeration to say this vehicle is fully customizable to any driver. The GL S-Class comes with two models, a 6-cylinder with 375 horsepower and a 4-liter V8 that outputs an impressive 510 horsepower. Despite the size of this large vehicle, the GL S-Class provides smooth handling and also a revolutionary system called the E-Active Body Control, which uses a camera to scan for bumps and adjust the suspension accordingly. With the base model and the expensive model managing a 5.5 and 4.7 sprint to 60 miles an hour accordingly, this vehicle is a very capable pick for any driver. Despite this, the fuel economy isn't great, as is expected with this class. The GLS 450 manages to find 19 miles per gallon in the city and 24 on the highway, while the more expensive V8 model only manages 14 miles per gallon in the city and 19 on the highway. The interior, however, screams luxury. With a modern interior that can fit 7 passengers, you'll find plenty of space that even extends into the third row of the vehicle. Upscale materials and seats are made even better with 2 huge 12.3-inch digital displays located directly on the dashboard of the GLS class. One operates as a gauge display, while the other operates infotainment system features. These features include the Mercedes MBUX operating system, a virtual assistant, and an onboard Wi-Fi hotspot. While you won't find as many speakers as in the 2025 Escalade, you'll still receive a default 13-speaker Burmester surround sound stereo, with an available upgrade of a 26-speaker system. When it comes to safety, the Benz is classically a safe vehicle, with many standard features. But the most interesting features will cost more. These optional features include a semi-autonomous driving mode, available adaptive cruise control, and available lane departure warnings. Overall, Mercedes manages to not only hit but exceed the luxury expectations the brand is known for, with the 2025 Mercedes-Benz GL S-Class, an impressive feat for the price of $90,350. Though the price of the 2025 Land Rover Range Rover is expensive, even within the class, it's an impressive vehicle with extreme comfort, engine, and customization options. The Range Rover offers a multitude of powertrains, which include the starter turbocharged inline 6 with a 48-volt hybrid system, managing to output an impressive 395 horsepower. The Range Rover P530 features a 523 horsepower twin-turbo 4.4-liter V8, while the range-topping SV manages a whopping 606 horsepower V8 called the P615. The drive is clean and impressive, and the 0 to 60 times are incredibly fast, with the V8-powered P530 managing to make this in only 4.3 seconds, with the 6-cylinder P400 taking a bit longer at 5.5 seconds. While the hybrid model doesn't have any fuel economy ratings yet, the entry-level P400 manages 18 miles per gallon in the city and 24 on the highway, and the V8 P530 earns a decent 16 miles per gallon in the city and 23 on the highway, respectively. Similar to past Range Rover models, the 2025 Range Rover features a plush interior with rich leather and wood, impressive trims, and luxury textiles. Depending on the wheelbase chosen, the interior can seat anywhere between 4 to 7 people, making it a customizable masterclass of a vehicle. While the seating in the third row is slightly crowded, the cargo area has plenty of space, managing 40.7 cubic feet behind the rear seats and 83.5 cubic feet with those seats stowed away. Move on to the infotainment system of the 2025 Range Rover and you'll find a 13.1-inch curved display that features Land Rover's PV Pro interface. Along with this, the infotainment system features wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and even Amazon Alexa. Other standard features will include in-dash navigation, Sirius XM, and an impressive 13.7-inch digital gauge display. Available as an add-on, you'll find a dual 11.4-inch rear seat entertainment system. Along with this plethora of features, the Land Rover features a host of safety designs, such as adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, and standard automated emergency braking. There's no question that the 2025 Land Rover Range Rover is well worth the $109,525, despite this being one of the more expensive prices on this list. With an incredibly powerful V8, a luxurious cabin that borders on too much, and plenty of interior space, the 2025 Mercedes-AMG GL S-Class is the crossover that everyone needed to see. Starting at $150,650, the GLS 63 features a twin-turbo 4-liter V8 engine that outputs a whopping 603 horsepower and comes outfitted with a 48-volt hybrid system, also managing to go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in an almost ungodly time of only 3.6 seconds. This is an almost unbelievably speedy vehicle, which makes up for the slightly firm ride and brings the Mercedes-AMG GL S-Class to the top of the mountain in terms of speed. While the speed is one of the best, the fuel economy suffers, with this model only managing 14 miles per gallon in the city and 18 on the highway. If this is something drivers can stomach, they'll be shocked by the niceties of the interior. Soft leather covers almost the entire cabin, with genuine wood and metal trim spread around tactfully, and even a massager built into the front seats of the vehicle. Additionally, the second row of seats is heated and can be equipped with power sunshades, making this vehicle one of the most luxurious drives on the market. Despite this, it comes with a similar standard screen size when compared to the non-AMG version of the GL S-Class, featuring two 12.3-inch screens that form a digital gauge display and infotainment system. While the system can be controlled entirely via voice using the MBUX interface, it also features a touchscreen and even a trackpad mounted on the center console. The Mercedes-AMG GL S-Class also offers adaptive cruise control and a semi-auto driving mode as additions. With standard automated emergency braking, lane departure warning, and lane keeping assist, the biggest downside to the 2025 Mercedes-AMG GL S-Class is without question the lack of impressive warranty options, with no complimentary maintenance. If this is something you can stomach though, this is a great pick for the price. With an extreme and plush style, impressive features and finishings, and lots of power, the 2025 BMW X7 is a hybrid pick for any drivers who are looking to stay more fuel efficient than some of the other options on this list. This large SUV features a twin turbocharged 4.4-liter V8 engine, which is paired with an electric motor in order to reach 644 horsepower. This easily translates to speed, allowing the 2025 BMW X7 to go from 0 miles per hour to 60 in only 3.4 seconds, which is slightly less than some of the other hybrid options, but still a very solid speed. The 25.7 kilowatt-hour battery pack allows for a range of 30 miles on one charge, but the vehicle becomes much less fuel efficient when you consider the EPA-rated gas mileage is only 12 for the city and 17 for the highway. The cabin is extraordinarily high-end, with optional vintage-styled leather upholstery. It features a large panoramic sunroof, a patterned headliner, and an optional audio system upgrade. Move to the infotainment system of the 2025 XM and you'll find a large display that covers 2/3 of the dashboard. This system works both as a digital cluster as well as an infotainment system, using BMW's iDrive 8.5 software. Additionally, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard, and the vehicle receives advanced tech such as optional adaptive cruise control, lane centering, and standard emergency braking. Though the price of this vehicle is slightly higher than many of the other top contenders, there are plenty of reasons to consider the 2025 BMW XM when looking for a large, full-size luxury SUV going into 2025.